The question is, who killed Aaron Hernandez? Because it sure hell wasn't Aaron Hernandez. That question has been probing me for a long time, actually since his death way back, almost 3 years ago. Who killed Aaron Hernandez? Now, there's been 2 documentaries done on Aaron Hernandez. Actually, there have been more than 2, but there's been 2 recent ones. One on the ID channel, which I love. I love investigational discovery. And then the other one was on Netflix called The Mind of Aaron Hernandez. And in these documentaries are a lot of speculation because dead men don't speak. Now, given the Netflix docudrama, or documentary I should say, it wasn't a docudrama, but there was video recordings of him in different conversations that he had from his cell to his fiance and his mom and his cousin. But a lot of the things that were stated, now, let me just say this. I studied that Aaron Hernandez case like I was writing a book because it was very intriguing because I'm a Patriots fan and I known Aaron Hernandez way before, that incident happened. And when that incident happened, it shocked the shit out of me. But putting everything aside about Aaron Hernandez being a murderer, all the speculations of his sexuality, which I think are speculations. I don't know if it's truth or not, To me, none of that matters at this particular moment. Who killed Aaron Hernandez? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How did we just gloss over that? Because Aaron Hernandez's death was so weird and odd. Did nobody ever question it? I still to this day scratch my head because I'm like, this man did not kill himself. And nothing can convince me that he did. Was he killed? Yes, I do believe he was killed. By the powers that may be, and whomever those powers are. Was it a ritual killing? Possibly so. The whole suicide note, I don't believe that. I don't believe that he cut himself and wrote John 3:16 on his forehead. I believe none of that. I believe somebody did that to him, held him down, and after that, they put him to death. And I don't know who these people are. I cannot tell you. But I know I don't know without a shadow of a doubt that Aaron Hernandez was murdered. And I was like, that's the documentaries. I watched the documentary on Netflix. And people were like compelled by it. Like it had some type of groundbreaking news stories to tell about him. But nothing in that documentary was earth-shattering. And they didn't talk extensively about his death, which I wanted somebody to do. Question it. Because it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. So, my question is, who killed Aaron Hernandez? And if there could be a documentary, a true in-depth documentary exploring that question. Because doesn't like anybody else find his death quite odd? Nobody found his death quite strange. I don't think Aaron Hernandez was under suicide watch any of the time while he was during his time in prison. I don't think he was under suicide watch ever. I think he actually thought he was going to be freed one day. So if a person is that arrogant and conceited to think that they're going to be freed from prison for committing multiple murders, why would they then kill themselves? That's my question. And what was the footage of his cell? They don't have it. I think they do have it, and they erased it. I think it was all a setup, and unfortunately, I think it was an easy target. Aaron Hernandez, say what you will about him, he was an easy target. He was someone who was hated at the end of his life, ridiculed, hated, talked about, slandered, probably deservedly so. He was a murderer, but he was an easy target to take out if it was a ritualistic killing, which I believe it was. By who, you ask? I have no clue. I have no idea. It's the powers that be, the powers that rule the world, probably. But nothing will ever make me believe that this man killed himself. Nothing. Because none of it makes sense. There are certain deaths of celebrities, athletes, entertainers that I just cannot believe are real or that actually happened the way they say it happened. It's too odd. It's too weird. But one day, maybe, somebody will explore that question. And we'll get some real in-depth, groundbreaking, hard-hitting investigation about the death of Aaron Hernandez. Which his death is even stranger to me than his actual life was. It's actually, his death is stranger to me and more fascinating to me than his actual life was. But anyways, that's just me. I'm a conspiracy theorist, and you know that. So, just a little food for thought there. But anyways, I am Kay, formerly of K No Sports. This is Pretty Conspiracy, and I'll be back with another video.